Hi, and welcome to World Gospel Impact Church. This is our youth roundtable talk, and today our topic is catfishing. For those who don't know, catfishing is to lure someone into a relationship under false pretenses. So in other words, it's to create an online persona that is fake in order to lure someone into going into a relationship or having a relationship with you that they think is real, but you know that nothing is real and everything is just an act. So I am joined here today with some of the best and brightest in our youth at World Gospel Impact Church. On my right-hand side, I have Glenn and Kazimulo. And on my left, I have Halalisani and Uboni. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us today. So let's just dive right into it. My first question for you guys is, do you guys know exactly what catfishing is? And have you guys ever experienced anything like that? Or has anyone that you know ever been catfished? I'll start on my right-hand side.
Hi, my name is Glenn. I do know lots about catfishing, and I'm against catfishing. It's never been done to me, and I've never done it to anyone else. I really think abantu abayenzayo, it's usuke enenkinga with self-esteem, usuke enenkinga with personality yakhe. That's why a portrayer or a veza come across as umunye umuntu akayithembi yena, as umuntu ukuthi ene, let me just say, I want to win lo muntu over in 1, 2, 3 ways. I'm going to come across lo muntu as another person and not myself. So lo muntu usuke enenkinga emotionally, psychologically.
I concur. Kazimulo?
Yes, I'm Kazimulo, and I've heard of catfishing, and I know a person who's been catfished. They portray an image of who they are, not like, you see. And then with the person, it became illegal because they lured them, you know, and they acted like they were family. So then it became illegal. It's not the family member.
Okay, well, that's deep. When it has money involved, then it really becomes a legal thing, yes. Okay, on my left-hand side?
Well, I kind of have a bit of an understanding of catfish. Someone, I know a friend of mine was catfished, and it was more of a revenge sort of thing where that person was plotting to hurt my friend because they were trying to get some revenge on it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Catfishing. Have I ever been a victim of catfishing? Yes, I have. I think in the days of. There used to be. Let me tell you a story. There used to be this social media called Mixit. Mixit.
Way back when.
Way back. I might be exposing.
You're showing your age now.
I might be exposing my age. So prior to this era we have of WhatsApp, there was Mixit, and Mixit was full of catfishers. Everyone was fake. Like everyone was fake. So yeah, I have been catfished to a certain degree.
Look, I feel like it doesn't matter whether it was then or whether it's now. When we use the internet, there's always going to be an inherent risk, you know, of something happening to you. Whether it's catfishing, whatever it is, you know. So I feel like that's sort of like something like it's a contract that we sign unknowingly to say that, you know what, if you're going to be using social media, then something might happen to you. Yeah, so yeah. But I want to know from you guys now, so who are the real victims of catfishing? Is it just the person that has been catfished, or do you feel like it goes deeper than that?
Can I? It goes deeper than that. I don't know if you've seen, there's been TV programs about catfish. There's been sometimes isikhathi esiningi yenziwa abantu dwangishilo ukuthi usuke unenkinga psychologically, usuke unenkinga emotionally, because ikoza damage kumuntu lo osuke uyenza kuyena ngoba nawe usuke vese ene kade ene udamage abantu isikhathi esiningi abafuna ukuphuma ekluphekeni ngingasho njalo. So then they portray what I've seen on national TV. Umuntu wesifazane angayena to grab the attention of a rich, wealthy man, because that's my only ticket or gateway out of poverty, because I live in Indonesia or I live in rural villages of some sort, and then ngifuna ukuphuma and carry my family out. The intentions are not really and a bad all the time, but they do cause damage and they do cause into a bad.
I'm not sure if I agree with that, but okay, firstly, I need you to elaborate on when you said "Uphuma ekluphekeni." But then you also mentioned that you don't think that the intentions are always bad. Now, is it possible for you to actually maintain that relationship online for such a long time ago so you can actually phuma ekluphekeni?
Some have done it,
Yeah.
but Puma, as I'm saying, it is quite tricky. The intentions are not always bad, but angiti because ngifuna ukuphuma ekluphekeni, so my intention ukuthi I want out. So what I'm going to do, because that is my intention ukphuma, which is not a bad thing ukphuma. So then, but uma sengikwenza and then lure somebody into coming like or luring that person ukuthi ngifuna ukuphuma ekluphekeni, and then ngizoqamba amanga, and then there's lies, there's deception, and there's so many bad that happens.
Okay, I hear that, but what's happening right now in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I hear what you're saying, but my thing is, how long would you have to maintain such a relationship, or is it with different people? Because I feel like with one person, how long can a catfishing relationship last?
It does go up to a year, and then up until umuntu athene they want to meet you because they lie ukuthi no ngisendaweni ukuthi I live here, no I cannot meet you today, and then the lies continue. One lie covers up another lie covers up another lie. So we are for 6 months to a year, but it doesn't last for your 3-5 years. You are going to be caught one way or the other.
And then you're going to have to move on to the next person.
To the next person.
You see, that's the problem.
Your next victim.
So I feel like there's, I tend to disagree with your point when you say that it's not bad intentions. Because if you're going to extort someone for money, there can never be a good intention if you're going to do something like that. What is the intention? The
intention is getting out. I want to be out, which getting out of poverty is not a bad thing. Yeah. Nobody loves uklupheka. So that is my intention. But now, if I'm going to use that in a bad way, ngingapuma in a good way, I can say, Guti, listen, this is who I am. And I think I like you, or I have feelings for you because I want a relationship with you, but this is who I am. Take me for who I am. If you don't take me for who I am, I'm not going to lie about my life and tend to be somebody that I'm not. So that's how, yeah.
Okay, all right, interesting. Anyone else has a different view?
Okay. I think sometimes it's umuntu suke lonely or trying to fit in with other people, because bakhona abantu labane low self-esteem, and it's very hard for me socially to interact with other people. So if I see this person, this very beautiful girl, you know, I'm not happy with what I see every day. I see this beautiful girl, stalk her, take her pictures, and pose as it's me, because for me, we escape from reality.
All right, I hear that. All right, my next question to you guys is, how do you spot a catfisher? How would you know that someone is trying to catfish you? What are the signs?
Okay, number one, if you keep asking the person to see you and they keep denying, then obviously you can see ukuthi they are trying to hide something. They are hiding something. So please come see me. Or noma ethi kade ngilindile and you didn't come, even though you've waited for 2 minutes. And then and then now it's, you also have to do imzamo yokuthi uthole profile ngalo muntu that you've been talking to for a very long time, and awumazi ukuthi uba, you've never seen them in person, kodwa uyakhuluma nje nabo online.
Which begs the question, how does this relationship go on for a year? How are you in a relationship with someone for a year that you've never met?
I feel like people that take this internet or social media thing too serious. Because for you to commit to a person over screen, even you, it judges your self-worth and your self-character, no thought that you can fall in love with a person by just seeing the pixel put together to form an image, and you say, this is my ride or die. It's problematic. Wait, it's problematic because even now, the majority of people you see on Instagram, they're catfishing. You can get one person can have 3 accounts on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. And I tell you, one person, and this person, if you go and check his or her profile, it's 3 different people. In Twitter, she's rude. In Facebook, she's a slay queen. In Facebook or Instagram, she's a slay queen. On Facebook, she's a church girl. She shares verses. I'm telling you, she has separate accounts in different names, and that's catfishing. Imagine me as a guy falling in love with that person because I've been following her through Instagram. So I'm like dating 3 people at one time. Because on Facebook, she's praised the Lord. Instagram, she's slay queen. On Twitter, she's a hater. I'm like, yeah.
Sometimes,
All right, I hear
sorry,
you.
sometimes again there I would say I am bored, and probably sometimes lonely, and then this guy catfishes me into falling in love with him because most of the time I'm a woman. I take what you say. I'm emotional. Mhlampe siyafonelana, we speak, probably it's not you. Siyakhuluma, and we get this, guys, I'm emotions, basically, but emotionally, uyabona nje ukuthi mhlambe uyangichaza nevoice yakho plazi ngingakuboni hala angakuboni
Okay,
chaza
no,
nje ile
ngiyakuzwa
base
bona.
yabo
Usachazwa
kunjalo.
isithombe.
Yeah.
Awukakamuzwa umuntu
Okay, but
ekufonela.
guys, wait, once you've identified that someone is a catfish or someone is trying to catfish you, do you guys think that it's a good idea to confront that person? I know you guys have all seen the show Catfish, where they confront the catfishers. Well, they have the cameras and probably bodyguards on their side when they go to confront this person, but you would only have probably you and a friend or just a lot. Do you think it's a good idea to actually confront the catfish?
I think yes. It is. So it's like basically if they were dating for a period of 6 months to a year, you've been wasting the person's time, their time and effort.
Energy.
Yes, and energy. They've been busy like the whole time. Now each.
I believe that person has time to waste too.
Yeah.
We had 6 months to waste.
That's
Because
true.
allowing-
No, that's
I-
true,
I-
though.
I believe we need to reach in a point where our community or our youth is emotionally stable in such a way
Yes.
that they cannot devote themselves through relationship which is formed
Flimsy.
Yes.
through social media.
Yeah.
Because what we see in US, it shows the problem that they have as a society.
Yeah.
Yes.
That you can give money to someone, give your heart to someone.
Yeah.
It
How
becomes a
dare.
problem. You call the parents, you call the TV.
Yeah, I feel like, I agree with you. There has to be some sort of accountability that you have to be accountable for yourself. Like, how can you be in a relationship online for 6 months to a year? Some people even more. So I feel like if maybe the person hasn't extorted money from you or maybe used your pictures in a negative way on social media, maybe just stay away. I don't know. But I guess it depends on the person. But also, if they have taken you, for your money or whatever else, can you do something about it?
I personally would fight for my money back.
But now, how do you go about
Kanjani?
fighting for the money? You need Ngekuzwenza as a catfish does and go confronts the person face to face.
them to court.
Exactly. You could do legally or report the account on your social platforms. You
But
can
if
report the
you know,
account.
sometimes when you report accounts, they don't even
They
like.
don't- exactly, because they need concrete evidence, or you can take it to
May
you,
I?
you can take it legally. But what I'm trying to say, I do not support that you go confront the person when let's just say you have found who it is, and then you go to them.
Yes, yeah, it's not because
Thank
you don't know how psycho
Thank
that
you.
person
The
really is.
because it is a psychological problem. It's not just being naive. Now we're falling in love with that person. Now, yes, it is being naive. Kodwa again, lo muntu usuke nenkinga psychologically, usuke phukile somewhere somehow ngaphakathi again, and ingakho ezokwenza lento kwena. So umazi ukuthi uyingozi kangakanani.
Yeah, I asked the question who you guys think the real victims are. And as we're talking, I'm thinking, I guess everyone is a victim in this thing, in a way. Because even the catfish themselves is not really in their right mind, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, what do you guys feel? Because I saw a clip on YouTube where a lady just was catfishing like a whole lot of people. And one of the ladies that she catfished was her best friend. I mean, who does that? How do you catfish your own best friend? For what reason?
Revenge.
What do these people stand to gain from this?
Psycho. there's
The
some
society we live in, it's sick.
Psycho.
It really needs Jesus. Really needs seriously.
They want a
seriously,
revenge.
We're dealing with some problems in which salvation can just solve it. Salvation can bring a solution to an array of problems.
Yeah.
Especially when you
friends.
talk about loneliness and jealousy and all that
Because
stuff.
It stems from there. It stems from there. It does not. If I have a full balanced life, I wouldn't waste my time. Put my data in. South African data are very expensive, guys. They're not cheap. So I'll buy data. I'll go and take a photo of someone, and I act, and then
It's so much energy and effort.
Yes.
Usuke ukhona ngempela na ulimele khona, a lot.
And I keep going
yazi
back to
ngoba-
the same thing because I
because-
can't fathom like a whole year.
Exactly.
A whole
Yeah,
year.
exactly. Because kodwa ile nto isisho ukuthi ene ngempela lo muntu usuke elimele, and sometimes ngiyathanda esho bona ukuthi they want to get back. How dare you do that to your friend? As you were saying, ngihlala noNkazimulu, and then all of a sudden I know Nkazimulu, I take her as my sister. All of a sudden ngibane ene because bafuna ukurevenge every time ukuthi you did me wrong. I want to get back to you. I want to do. Angabona umuntu ukuthi yaqhubekela akaboni ngoba na unenkinga.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They need Jesus.
They need Jesus. Okay, I think we all agree on that.
Yes, we do.
They all need Jesus. Yeah.
Why can't they just sit down and talk about their issues out instead of catfishing the person? But not all people think
Yes.
as we do.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
Not
Exactly,
Futhi,
yeah.
Not that we don't think the same. We are not the same. I am an introvert. She's an extrovert.
Yeah.
Ngiyahluka. So, Mina, the only way I could possibly portray myself is through writing.
Yeah, no, we definitely
some
aren't the
through
same.
speaking,
Yeah.
exactly,
Because
we're
you
not
and
the
I could have the same type of issue, you know, maybe being raised in an abusive home
But
or
how do we
whatnot,
deal with
and I
it?
could turn out to be a serial killer.
And then I turn out to be a doctor.
Exactly.
I want to heal or become a psychologist. because
Exactly.
I
You would
saw
want to be the
brokenness.
opposite, a
Thank you.
healer. And I would just go around and say, you know, off with everyone. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Any last remarks for
Don't
anyone out
catfish.
there? Sorry?
Don't catfish.
I'm against catfish. Bring your problems to Jesus.
Yeah, Jesus is the only answer. The way.
Data are expensive, guys. Data are expensive. Just data are expensive alone. Like, we don't have no time for catfishing. and secondly, like jokes aside, do not be fully committed on what you see on screens.
True.
Don't. The majority of things we see on screen, it's edited, it's filtered, it's unreal.
Photoshop.
It's Photoshop. There's a lot of Snapchat, everything. You see, so do not fall in love with what you see on the screens.
All right. Look, I feel like to say that people should stay away from social media, obviously that's not going to happen. But I feel like then people should always be vigilant. You should always know that there's always going to be a dark side to everything in life. There is a dark side to every single thing in life. And there's always going to be people out there who just find joy in inflicting pain on others or just making others suffer. So just be vigilant. Now you know the signs. We've spoken about the signs of how to spot a catfisher. So go out there and be safe, guys. Thank you so much for watching our talk show. As I said again, this is World Gospel Impact Church. Please like, subscribe, and follow us on all our social media pages. And please share with your friends and make sure that you hit that notification button so that you are first to know whenever we upload new content. Thank you.